100 Gamesters and fellow toy hunters, coming to you today with a pretty small, for me, mixed haul of things. I'm kind of trying to take it easy because I am going on vacation week after next, and I'm planning on doing a little hunting when I'm staying with the grandparents and stuff. So as you guys may know, if you've been following my channel for a while, when I go to visit my grandparents, I usually find some pretty cool stuff. So I'm trying to slow down a little bit and save a bit before I get out there, and maybe I'll find something neat. But it was really killing me because I found some really good stuff today that I just kind of had to leave behind, but I know where it is. It should still be there, so hopefully when I come back. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I visited about three different Barnes & Nobles today, and I was on the quest for different, collectible blind boxes and stuff, and honestly, the only Barnes & Nobles that carries a really nice assortment of blind boxes is the one that's closest to me, go figure. But I did find some neat stuff at this Barnes & Nobles that was a little distance from me. It's not the furthest one I went to, but it actually had an entire electronic DVD music section that was sectioned off from the rest of the store, so you actually had to purchase your electronics in that section of the store before you could leave. So it was really kind of crazy, but I definitely want to go back to that one because I was finding some really neat stuff that was on sale. But I'll go ahead and I'll show what I got at the different Barnes & Nobles today. The first Barnes & Nobles that I stopped at was just about a complete bust. I did grab one thing because I've been having problems finding him, so I was glad I found him. I used a 20% off coupon, so that was pretty good. I ended up picking up Daryl Dixon, the Funko Pop Daryl Dixon Walking Dead figure. Now, I've been having problems finding him just regular looking, normal looking, because the ones I've been finding have been the Walmart exclusive black and white Daryl Dixons, and then the beaten up Daryl. So I really just wanted the regular Daryl, and I managed to find him at this particular Barnes & Noble, so I went ahead and snatched him up. Now, I don't know if they didn't see, he's the short-haired Daryl. I don't know if they've done an updated version of a long-haired Daryl or not, so I'm trying to think if the ones that I've been, if the black and white one had longer hair. I don't know, but if anybody does know off the top of their head, please let me know. I'd love to know. Okay, so that was it for that Barnes & Nobles. I'm trying to go in order for which ones that I went to. Can't think right now. I'm hungry. Haven't had my supper. In that big Barnes & Nobles that I was talking about that had the extra movie section, I picked up another Funko Pop, and that was the prison yard version of Rick from The Walking Dead. I really like him. He's really cool. I actually like him better than I call him Ranger Rick, I don't know why. But I like him better than the uniformed Rick Funko Pop that's out there. I still want to get the uniformed one, but I like him a little better. I instantly picked him up when I saw him at this particular Barnes & Noble, so there was just no thought behind it. I really, really liked him. And then, when I was in the movie section, there was so much stuff I wanted to pick up, but I told myself it would probably still be there if I waited. If I was meant to have it, it would be there like I usually do to rationalize things. And I only picked up this one thing because I've been having a hard time finding it, and I've really, really been wanting this for a little while. And that is The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. Now, I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with this movie at all. It's actually kind of an odd, quirky movie. It's a Terry Gilliam movie of Monty Python fame, and it has John Neville, Eric Idle, and let's see. Uma Thurman is also in this, as well as Jonathan Pryce. So, I really like it. It's very, very quirky, very different. It's in the same veins as Time Bandits. It's just that different. So, I really like it. Which, Time Bandits is also a Terry Gilliam film. I believe I mentioned in the video where I talked about picking that up. So yeah, it's pretty hard to find. I remember years ago I found a copy on, a few years ago, I found a copy on DVD in Best Buy, and I picked it up for my parents, but I never got a copy for myself. So when I wanted to actually buy a copy of it, it was nowhere to be found, and I just was leafing through the Blu-rays. Blu-rays weren't very organized. But I was leaving through the Blu-rays and I found this and I just jumped on it. I had Movie Stop order me a copy and they've never called me, so I didn't pay for it or anything. They just said, oh, we'll have it shipped to the store, and this is a couple weeks ago now, so I don't know what happened, but I have it now. If they get it in, I'll just tell them to forget it. They can put it on the shelf. Okay, the last Barnes & Nobles that I stopped at, I picked up, which was the one that was closest to my house, go figure. I picked up the last two Mufias that they had there. And I hope they get more in stock. Like I said, all the two other places that I stopped at, they did not have Mufias. They did not have like any Tokidoki stuff there. So I was really kind of sad and upset. So these are the two that I had left behind when I was there originally. They were still there, so I bought them today. And like I said, I hope they restock because I really do like the Mufias. I think they're cute. I haven't opened my other ones yet, but I do think they're cute. Okay, I stopped by Hot Topic today, and they were doing, of course, the whole store buy one, get one 50% off. And I actually picked up 4 of these Nightmare Before Christmas blind boxes. But I'm giving one to my sister, unopened, so for her birthday. So I was testing the weights, and I hope I got her a good one, because the one that I got her was a little heavier, so I hope it's like an Oogie Boogie or a Jack or something for her. But she'll get all my doubles anyway. And last but not least, I went to Best Buy, and I picked up a couple of things there. The first thing that I picked up, y'all are gonna laugh and think I'm crazy. I picked up a copy of the Simpsons movie. Okay, now before everybody goes, but wait a minute, you already picked up a copy of that? Yes, I did. However, I ended up taking the copy that I had back to the store because I wasn't paying attention, and when I got it home and after I shot the video, I was really looking at it and getting ready to open it up, and then I looked at the slip, and right on the front of the slip, which I had not noticed in very, very fine print, you see where it says widescreen at the bottom underneath the I and the E there in movie? Yeah, my copy said full screen. I don't even look for stuff like that anymore because I didn't think they still did widescreen and full screen movies, since everything is in widescreen now. And, you know, I don't know if you guys remember, but you used to pay a little more for widescreen than you would for full screen. And so I didn't think they made that distinction anymore. So I, 99% of the time, don't even look anymore. So yeah, I was bummed, and I'm like, I can't do full screen. Full screen bothers me in ways you can't even imagine. So, unless it was originally shot in full screen. So, I don't know what movie it was, but anyway, so yeah, so I ended up picking this up at Best Buy, actually cheaper, I think, than I got it at Target. Then I got the full screen copy at Target. This was $4.99 at Best Buy, so pick that up. And then last but not least, I picked up a copy of Sherlock Holmes. Now, I have been boycotting this movie like crazy, and yes, I got it on DVD and not on Blu-ray. It was cheaper on DVD. They didn't have a sale on the Blu-ray. I have been boycotting this movie like crazy because I love Sherlock Holmes. I grew up with Sherlock Holmes, and I watched the late great Jeremy Brett play Sherlock Holmes on TV, and he was Sherlock Holmes, and so I mean, when I was a kid, I think I mentioned this in another video, when I was a kid, I liked to play Sherlock Holmes and Watson. You know, I mean, it was just, it was a part of my childhood, and I take Sherlock Holmes stuff very, very seriously. I do like the series, the BBC series Sherlock. I think it's really good, a really good modern take. What bothered me about this movie is that they turned Sherlock Holmes into an action hero. Sherlock Holmes was not an action hero. That was the beauty of Sherlock Holmes. I mean, he could fight. He was a boxer, you know, and he had worn many different hats before he settled down to solve crimes, use his brilliant mind to solve crimes, but he was no action hero, and he was an intellectual. And it really bothered me that for the modern day audience, they like turned him into some kind of action hero. But I saw it. It was really cheap. I've actually never sat down to watch it. And I think Sherlock Holmes and its sequel is a case of you either love them or you hate them. And I thought, well, for as cheap as it was, I'll go ahead and pick it up and I'll give it a try. Because I really do love Robert Downey Jr. I like Jude Law. And I'm like, well, I'm going to go into it with an open mind and not go into it expecting Sherlock Holmes. I think I've mentioned a couple other movies in the past where you have to go into it not expecting it to be that certain book it's based on or whatever, because it's definitely not. But I'm going to definitely go into this with an open mind, not expect Sherlock Holmes, and just enjoy the spectacle and see if it's a good movie. It may not necessarily be a good Sherlock Holmes movie, but it's just a good movie in general. Okay, that's going to do it for this pickups video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and thumbs up the video if you like the haul or you like seeing my face. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. And definitely, if you're not already one of my lovely subscribers, please do yourself a favor. Click the subscribe button down below and become an inmate of the Madhouse. And leave me a comment down below if you're so inclined. I love to read them and I love to respond to them. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, peace, love, and happy gaming and toy hunting. Bye, y'all.